Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. How are you all doing this week? This week's been a great week for me, mainly because I've been resting. Check this out, look. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm in Broxbourne Woods. So this week I wanted to talk a little bit about marathon recovery, because I know some of you have been doing marathons and some of you have got marathons coming up and maybe even into next spring. So we'll talk about that briefly. Also a quick catch up to let you know sort of post-race thoughts after Chelmsford. So let's get stuck in. Right guys, so the marathon itself went according to plan. The build up to the week of the marathon didn't go according to plan because I came down with a horrible cold, but I managed to shift that, and my expectations for the marathon were zero, was just to finish. I was looking at it as purely a training run because of the cold and everything else that had gone on with my injuries during the training block and all that sort of stuff. But actually, it went rather well. And the reason it went rather well is because we had a perfect pacing strategy set out before we went off. And that's when I talk about it, I talk about Billy and I. And our plan was always to run around 6 minutes, 10 kilometres. And if you don't follow me on Strava, check it out. But those who do follow me on Strava, you'll see it. That basically we ran the first half of the marathon pretty much to point. We got to 13 miles and then we set about trying, if we could, to negative split the second half of the marathon. That was always the plan, was to see how we feel, to kind of hold back that pace, which was great, with the aim of running basically a sub 4 hour 30 marathon. We ended up doing sub 4:20. I'll come on to that in a sec. But yeah, basically the course itself, if you've not seen the video, was undulating. It was hilly-ish, but it was undulating. It was like a lot of up and then a lot of down, which was great. It was got a lot of fun. And the thing is, with it being hilly, it's hard to get a pace, but with it being undulating, you can manage a pace. So that kind of helped us actually, and that benefited us. And I think that's why a lot of people did PB that course, because you can get into a nice rhythm up and down those, not hills, but sort of lumps in the road. The course itself was beautiful, stunning, around Essex countryside, so great. Turnout was awesome, and it was well organised by the Havens Hospice guys, so that's a big tick for the Chelmsford Marathon. But coming back to actually myself, so we ran the first half on point. Second half, at about 20 miles, I said to Billy, come on, let's go and have a go at this. I'm glad I didn't have a go at it, and he told me not to, because with 5k left, I was blowing. I was absolutely blowing. I did realise after the event that I actually hadn't taken my final gel, so that might have been something to do with it. I might have dropped off with regards to sort of energy, so I made a bit of a boo-boo there. But we was fueling with a little bit of Lucozade Sport on the way round, which kind of helped a little bit, and I think that's why I didn't take the gel, because I was getting it from elsewhere. But with 5k to go, I was blowing. Billy picked me up, so massive shout out to Billy. You know I love him, and you guys love him on the channel as well, which is awesome. But basically he carried me over. So that was the Chelmsford Marathon done. We ran a 4:18, which was perfect. So that's the fastest marathon this year for me, which was great. Really enjoyed that. And then basically I came out and it was all about recovery. So for me, marathon recovery consists of the following things. First, as soon as I finish, I don't like to actually eat too much, but I make sure that day I get a very, very good meal, which consists of protein and all sorts of stuff like that. And I will hydrate like I'm stuck in the Sahara Desert. So that was that. I rested up. I took the day off on Monday, really as a precaution because of my back. But actually, I felt great. I felt the best I've felt since I've been running marathons on that Monday, which was awesome. I loaded up my Chimera compression gear, basically slept in that, and then I went about starting to rehabilitate. So on the Monday I went out and did a 3 kilometre walk. Actually, where I am today, I did one around here, because it's a great route and it's beautiful, and then continued hydrating, continued eating and replenishing what I'd lost, and particularly more of a protein-based diet this week to try and help my muscles repair. So I did that, obviously smashed the bath, Epsom salts, did a lot of rolling, stretching, all that sort of stuff that you're meant to do, I've done all week. And to be honest with you, it's now Saturday and I'm feeling awesome. I feel strong, I feel ready. I could actually feel like I could go out and smash quite comfortably a decent time half marathon standing here. it might not happen, but that's how I feel, which is a great testament to my training block, great testament to everything else. Big shout out to my osteo, because she put me back together when I got in trouble with my IT band and all the other stuff. So yeah, so it worked really well. But that's basically how my sort of marathon recovery pattern goes to the week. So from the event for the following week, I then start to build up from then. So I deliberately don't run for a week, which is not a good thing or a bad thing. It's all dependent on you as an individual, but I try not to run for a week. I try and let my body recover, especially with the injuries that I've had in this training block. So where are we? Yeah, so basically I will run today, and I will do 10, 15k, something like that, but really, really slow. And then I will then build up back up to kind of half marathon pace, because we've got 2 or is it 3 half marathons before the end of the year, and then I will continue building up my distance as we get into the new year, because we've got another block of marathon training, but we'll do another video about that. But that's how I kind of get back into running. I will set again my run patterns, so you know, 4 times a week or 3 times a week, depending on what I'm looking at. But I'll be working at speed the next few weeks, because we've got a couple of 10Ks as well as those halves. But I basically set my pattern up again, ready for my next training block. So I'm already thinking about what I'm doing next, and that's a key. Sometimes you come out of a marathon, you think, right now, what am I going to do? The important thing is, 1, to sign up for something, and 2, to start already cementing the foundations and get them in place ready for your next block of training. And that's what I'll be doing. So as of Monday, my new sort of plan will start. Even though it's not an official block of training, it will start implementing those 4 run weeks, which will actually be 5 run weeks when we hit proper training, and that's what I'll be doing over the next few weeks. So that's how I do it. That's how I tend to take a week off, then I start building up nice and slowly, nice and gently, but I give my body a decent chance to kind of recover from the beating that I've given it. Right guys, so that's sort of marathon recovery for me. So it gives you a bit of an insight into the stuff I do. Not necessarily the right things, but that's how I take on recovery. Next couple of weeks are going to be busy, more so from a kind of admin-y point of view. I've got loads of things going on that I've got to sort out. But as I said, the training will sort of begin in earnest next week, and then we'll go from there. So I'll keep you updated what we're doing. My next event is the Fulham 10K, I believe. Yeah, I think it's the Fulham 10K, so hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. But yeah, Fulham 10K, MK half, Olympic Park. I'll run Silverstone half marathon and Olympic Park 10K as well. They're the events I've got booked to the end of the year, between now and December, so I'm looking forward to those. But I will maintain, as I said, that sort of distance element, because I'm going to be crashing straight into my marathon training plan for next year. But that's it guys, hope you're well. Let me know in the comments how you're getting on. What are you training for now? Stick them in the comments, and I'll catch you guys later.